Welcome to Norfolk, Virginia, home of the Old Dominion Monarchs, and we are close to a full house here as the fans believe that this team is close to keeping their promise. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the Appalachian State Mountaineers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Mountaineers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Monarchs offense is on the field for the first time today. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
They go right back to him. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in the gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Snagged in the middle, it's Butler. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Monarchs in the hurry-up.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding. Listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that stuff on the ground.
They'll run it from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Monarchs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. The play action fake. Looking left. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Off play action on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Roach. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Monarchs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. Wide open spaces. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. He'll do it himself. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, ODU.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Appalachian State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Swan. Caught over the middle, it's Roberts. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Mountaineers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Brings up second down.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got a man, it's Barnes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Roberts. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
On the play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend-don't-break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. The Mountaineers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. To the air, it's Swan. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll go with the correct snap. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, App State. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Plows through the defense. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Monarchs decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? You be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Swan. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gonna take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the grab. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down.
I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the 1st down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Makes the grab on the left. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Bunch formation for these receivers. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. And the Monarchs moving quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Roach. Oh, he's getting ahead. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Monarchs.
I'm a play caller nowadays, and I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get it to the end zone.
lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Arizona State is just getting blown off the field right now. We've seen big games in Tempe over the years. I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 14 to Houston. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To throw, it's Swan. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going up top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Throws for the tight end. And they gambled in their own end. Welcome to Norfolk, Virginia, home of the Old Dominion Monarchs, and close to a full house here is fan.
Okay, ready?
They'll run it from the gun. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Oh, they're after him. Right on the money. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mountaineers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind. Turning on the Jets. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass. It's Swan. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And a big return after the... Power football with the run. He's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A first down for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. We've come to the end of the period. Old Dominion has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're going to run it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like we just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Looking downfield, it's Swan. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Got it in the middle, it's Barnes. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll park it at the 6.
And his offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, 3rd down approaching. Got to be smart with the football, but we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down a couple possessions. This would be huge right before the half.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs, man.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Swan. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Out across the 30 to the 39. After getting 10 on that one.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time.
Oh, a lot of space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. Come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. To the air on first down. Under fire. And it's picked off for the third time today. He's loose down the middle. The 10. Touchdown, Old Dominion. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Swan. Catch in the middle. It's Dozier.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field, too.
Going deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
When you see them there taking the shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots.
He's got it down the right side. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to fire. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the offense got himself themselves into trouble. They're back in their own ends in obvious passing situations. The defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to... The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some score. He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his...
It's a seam wide open. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball.
Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And
he tries to take the top off. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. To the air, it's Swan. Still looking, on the move. Fires into the end zone. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He stopped, not much. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he got smacked. glad to have you with us in Norfolk, Virginia, home to the Old Dominion Monarchs. Fans have been collecting outside SB Ballard Stadium since this morning and looking forward to get this one started. And the Mountaineers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Old Dominion's offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're all
Turning it on! Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Monarchs will hustle to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, ODU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So the App State Mountaineers offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man, it's Swan. Under fire! Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt, when you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
And the Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down to the 14-yard line. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is no good. No good, and they're still down 1. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Monarchs come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Butler. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Wide open downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires on the run. He caught it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Monarchs.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Swan. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Guys, Old Dominion has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Complete downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Let's go! Out of the gun, the running back has it. Great. By this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Fires left. A strike downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive line.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Scanning the field, it's Swan. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He'll set up to throw. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. They march 79 yards on the drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's hot. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the 2nd quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Norfolk. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Ballard Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Monarchs will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Dropping back, it's Swan. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be brought down. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. got it behind the line. It's Butler. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He'll pull it on the read. Inside the 15. There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And that's a huge gain and a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
They'll run play action. Caught behind the line. It's Butler. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Cincinnati has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Nippert Stadium. They're up by 7 over Baylor. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gonna run it. It's Roberts. Lots of running room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Barnes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quickly to the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
For wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Trying play action. Pressure coming. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Dead center perfect. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd.
And And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Monarchs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Hauls it in. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that 1st down marker. It's 4th down. The Monarchs will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. To the air, it's Swan. Firing to the right, complete. Wide open spaces. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Leaves it on the inside with the back. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Appalachian State. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Going right to work up top. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And a nice pickup on the line and get down to avoid contact. And the Monarchs want to pick up the tempo.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
The inside handoff. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. No huddle offense to the line.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Monarchs send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a catch at the 10. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They want that clock to run. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking for a man. It's Swan. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to go up top on first down. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Monarchs want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Touchdown, App State. The defense putting points on the board. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
17.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive will open from the 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Sets up the screen. Turning on the Jets. Just steamrolling the defense. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Monarchs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds his man. It's Thomas. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, fires downfield. He makes the catch. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Monarchs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete to the right. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. The Monarchs are threatening on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it again. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Going for 6. can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. About to have the ninth snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, and make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Dozier. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. High the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Swan. The short hands, it's Dozier. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. And the Mountaineers pick up the 1st down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so
This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to beautiful Boone, North Carolina, Kid Brewer Stadium, home of the App State Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Appalachian State's offense will get first crack at it today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He leaves it with his back. Fights off a defender. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw it, Swan. Hit hard just as he released it on first down, and he just couldn't get it to the receiver. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard.
He's loose. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Roberts. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
No first down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play, and it sets up now a 4th down situation where, yes, I'm going for it.
On 4th down, going to the air. And the Mountaineers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Going up top again. He's got it on the move. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. Direct snap. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
The offense goes as he did, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Ware. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Eagles offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
And off from the shotgun. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's French. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Nice job by the defense staying glued, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Appalachian State faithful, raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
He'll keep it himself. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Rides to the back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. The field goal is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air, it's Swan. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the grab deep. And he crooks. Way to the house. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Ball State took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Cardinals that fired on all cylinders. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
My old coach said, "Don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain."
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. The quick out. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's French. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Wants to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Mountaineers want to move quickly. On the run, it's Roberts. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Back to throw, it's Swan. Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Out of the gun to give to the back.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
The Mountaineers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he flew it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll start this drive going to the air. Rush is on him. He's going to run it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tempo and overdrive. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Mountaineers will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in this.
Oh, a lot of space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Line gets set, 1st down. The give out of the gun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry, that defense has to be ready.
Grab behind the line. It's Dallas. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And a decent game there before the defense makes a stop. The Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's French. And the quarterback will be slowed down back at the 43.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half that they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. All the way back to the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Give to the running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Dozier. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Caught close to the marker. It's Roberts. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Swan. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
He's looking deep, and this will be caught at the 30. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. And the Mountaineers have this offense rolling.
Here we go.
They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So now on comes the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. There is a flag on the play. Now, this is on the defense. It might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a 1st down.
Okay, ready?
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
Get set, ready to go.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Steps away. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
It's a seam wide open. Turning it on. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Eagles.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Here comes the offense on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Swan. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it inside the 30. Hits the crease. Get out to the air. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
And the Eagles, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Cobb. There he goes. And they're able to make the tackle. This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big third down. To the air. It's French. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first one. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Appalachian State. They give themselves a little more cushion extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Here's the Heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
Good enough for first down.
Back to throw, it's French. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Oh, they're after him! And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to go up top on first down. He lets one fly deep. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Ready? First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Let's go! They'll run it out of the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. To throw, it's French. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with him out.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop him.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, App State! And the route is on. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next.
tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution, and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Powell again, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Mountaineers will kick it away to start us off.
Set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Dukes offense going to get the chance to start this game off. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting we got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Gets it out fast. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Lots of running room. He's at the touchdown Dukes. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Appalachian State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long,
It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. They're setting up the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, James Madison. Ball that baby in and strolled into the end zone for the score.
by the quarterback, holding on to it to the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Appalachian State regains possession of the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Got enough for the first down. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Strowman. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Swan. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got it in the middle, it's Strowman. He's not going to have enough for the first down. Had to get it to the 35, and now a tricky 4th down decision coming.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to it early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Splits the uprights. Good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Pulls it in, it's Kyle. At the 35, he's loose. Turning on the Jets. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. back to throw. It's Barnett. Under fire. He's got an open man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The mantra is always finish. They're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw. It's Swan. Catch in the middle. It's Stroman.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Barnes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to an open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. And you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Makes a connection. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a 1st.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
Appalachian State.
The Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And the Mountaineers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. To the air, it's Swan. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Touchdown. State made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Handoff from the gun. Nice move there. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Dukes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Using the quick game. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Looking downfield, it's Swan. Good timing on the quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half.
At the 31. Second down.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
Pass interference. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeford Stadium.
And the Dukes will kick it away to start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, where they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
The Mountaineers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Got his man quickly. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. David, you're the analyst. I'll defer to you, but it was as if he saw cover one and says, I'm attacking downfield.
I like that. You should always defer to me in all situations, but exactly right. See the safety. Now I know the outside third of the field is mine. It's a one-on-one matchup with the corner. I like my guy. He likes him for a reason because he just made a big play for him.
And the Mountaineers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Backed up now. Here's second and long. The play action fake. He's got it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game. You saw a great example of that right there.
It's now second
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've converted third downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Dukes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Got it near midfield, and the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Finds it back in the middle. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Down to the 26-yard line, and a 1st down. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Snagged out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Swan. Looking for the score. He's got it. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. The Mountaineers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Appalachian State. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. starts a drive trying to go up top. Got a man. It's Alston. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The Dukes are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. To the air, it's Barnett. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, look out on the right. He's loose. Touchdown, James Madison. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Dukes.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you've got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
James Madison, 35. App State, 25.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking for a man. It's Swan. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on your own side of the field, you automatically punt. But I like that play call there. With their offensive line and their ability to run the football, just go out and get it and keep the drive alive.
And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The Mountaineers in the hurry-up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Gets it out quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for them every play. That's my quarterback.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 8 over Maryland. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Quick strike complete. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sanchez. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Catch in the middle, it's Sanchez. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking for a productive play on first down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.